I guess the last 2 of those years, I'd thought about suicide every day. You drive in the car and think, I hope I crash. How can I crash? Crazy to think about now, but that's just how I was. I was hopeless. That was the hopelessness that was honestly what would kill me, because I'd failed, like I'd run out of options and there was no hope left for me, like that was just it. And I'd lost all motivation for life, I guess. Realised that once I had to get help, really. When I went to the doctors, on the day I was going to kill myself. I came home afterwards and I felt like this real relief that I'd asked for help. But I was sat down with my mum around the breakfast bar and I was just crying. You know, I'd opened up about why I'd experienced, what I'd been experiencing, how I'd been feeling and for how long, and she didn't realise. You know, because I'd been suffering for 10 years at this point. As we were sat on the breakfast bar, I basically said these exact words to her, and I don't know why I did, because I was in a really bad place at that point. I'd said, Mum, I want to help the lads get out of this. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Word for word what I said. And she said, Jim, you can't help anybody. You're not in the right place. You're right in the middle of it, she said. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So anyway, I obviously been to the doctors, got help, which felt amazing. But then I also realised that I had a long waiting list, which was like smashed back down to earth after opening up and asking for help. And this was just the start of my journey. The therapy and the counselling really helped, but I think what really helped pull me out of it was, you know, I'd aspired to do something bigger than myself. You know, I'd thought about it for a long time, about how I could do something similar, but it wasn't until one night out, I was in Wetherspoons in the town, Cooper Road, talking to a good friend of mine, who I knew had been having a bit of a hard time. He came up to me and we were just talking, in the middle of this sentence, he cut me short in the sentence and went, I was in the shower last night with a razor blade in my wrist. If something happened to him, I felt I'd never be able to forgive myself, that I'd thought about doing this thing that would help people and never actually put it into practice. So that, in combination with my, I guess, light bulb moment of I need some help, helped pull me out of it. And honestly, that day, I decided that I had to do something. And then I'd started building my life, I guess, towards something a little bit better. I'd struggled for work, but I managed to get myself a job in South Tyneside Council to start off with. Things were tough then, and it was by no means an easy road. It wasn't like, oh yeah, now I'm okay. It was up and down. I was suicidal still. Sometimes I wanted to kill myself, sometimes I didn't. Real roller coaster. One day on the way home from work, I thought, and it was not long after I'd spoke to this lad in town, I thought, I'm going to do it. And the person I was with said, well, what's it going to be called? And I went, I'm going to call it Space. Because I needed space. That's all I needed. I needed someone to talk to. I needed space, nothing more than that. April 2022, we had our first support group. And we had 9 lads turn up. And honestly, in that moment, it was like, I just knew something special was happening. I was like, this is important, this. We had men there who were in the mid-50s, opening up for the first time and talking about how they had suicide attempts. I'm thinking, how have you turned up here? Telling me, but somebody you don't know about the fact that you're suicidal, and these intimate details that I hadn't even told the wives. I was like, there's something here. And we slowly started to realise that, you know, with consistency and people coming, opening up, having a space to talk with lads who have either been through it, know how it feels, people started to change, people started to get better, and you started to see these amazing improvements in people. And it just became such a heartwarming, important, purposeful, meaningful endeavour, and something I never expected. And it gave me purpose, and I think that's ultimately what pulled me out of it. I all of a sudden had this purpose, like I found the thing that I was always looking for, of why I wanted to be here, alive, you know, I wanted to help people.